Hey guys, Kevin here. In my live stream yesterday, I talked about mining with Norlis, with Di, with a few other people. And Di asked the question, should I start mining just now? Is it a good time to get started? So I thought I would cover this in a video and talk about this specifically. It's March 2018 and every month cryptocurrency is becoming more popular. You know, we're seeing advertisements in football, in TV, and a lot of places. It's getting a lot of publicity. And one of the ways, one of the entry points of getting into cryptocurrency is mining. Now, March 2018 is very different from January 2018 and very different from December 2017. I started mining in December 2018, and since that time, I am now making around a third of what I was making initially. And that's for a few reasons. A few things have happened. The price of Bitcoin is less than half than what it was in December. There are more people mining just now, which means the difficulty goes up. There's more people trying to get the same coins, and there's a GPU shortage. So that there's it's very hard to buy a GPU at a good price, and retailers have kind of stepped up and they've, when I bought my graphics cards, I bought I think I bought 12 1060s from one shop and 10 from another, and that was allowed, but now they're limiting it to 1 or 2 graphics cards. So in comparison to when I started mining a few months ago, it's more expensive, you make less money, and it's harder to get the graphics cards in the first place. And not just graphics cards, it's hard to buy the power supplies, it's harder to buy everything. So is it worth mining in 2018 in March, right now as I record this video? Well, from my own point of view, I don't regret mining. At the time when I started mining, my break-even point was like 3 months, 4 months, going at that rate. It's looking like the break-even point could be like 12 months. But for me, I'm in this for the long haul. That's not a problem for me. I'm happy to ride it out. When other people fall behind, I'm happy to do that. But it would be a very, very different story if I had to make that decision today. Graphics cards are much more expensive, the reward is much smaller, and there's more people fighting for the same slice of the pie. So right now in March 2018, I'm not wanting to discourage anyone from mining, but I do believe that if you had, say, 10,000 to invest, dollars, pounds, euros, whatever, I don't think it is a good time to invest right now in mining equipment. I think it would be better to invest in some coins. Just buy some coins and trade some coins just now. The reason being that the difficulty is low, and the price of graphics cards are very, very high. But not only that, more importantly, in about 2 or 3 months' time, NVIDIA are going to release newer cards. We don't know the exact date. We don't know how well these cards are going to perform. But normally these cards are like 20 to 30% more efficient, and more performance, and they're more efficient as well. So you get more sols, you get more hash rate from using less electricity. And when that happens as well, we should see the older graphics cards, like the ones just now, the 1080 Ti's, the 1080s, the 1070s, maybe even some of the AMD cards, we should see a lot of them being put on the market, and we should see them being sold at a lower price point. What I'm saying is, for £10,000 just now, you can buy 1080 Ti's, you can buy 1080s at very highly inflated price. Very highly inflated prices. You fast forward this in 3 months' time, it's going to be a game changer when the new cards come out. And again, this is all guesses. We're guessing that it's going to come out in July or something like that, but it should happen July, August or something like that. But your money is going to go so much further in a few months' time. There's going to be a flood of people trying to sell their older graphics cards, and there's going to be a flood of people trying to buy the new graphics cards, which will be more efficient and they will perform better. Your money will go further. As far as mining difficulty goes, when the new cards come out, if new people have a better performing card, they should be able to get more shares for when they're mining, which means that you could see the money that you make from a particular card drop. So taking the 1080 Ti for example, when I bought it, I was maybe getting £6 per day per 1080 Ti. I've got 6 of them. Right now, I'm about £2 per day, sometimes less. Now, in a few months' time, that could be even less. That could be down to £1.50 per day. could even be less. You know, it could be less than that. We don't know. This, you know, puts the break-even point further away. And, you know, if the difficulty reaches a certain level and, you know, the electricity costs more, you might not break even. My recommendation, and a lot of people might disagree with this, but because, you know, it's unknown what's going to happen, and there are rumours that Nvidia might even try and do something with the BIOS, with the cards, to try and stop them from performing well from mining, make sure they focus on gaming. I don't think they'll do that because, you know, of the money that can be made. But my advice right now is to wait. If you have money to invest in cryptocurrency, I believe that it's better to wait like 2 or 3 months. When the new cards are being announced, we're going to see a lot of people selling their 1060s, their 1070s, 1070 Ti's, 1080s. People will want to try and get the new cards, and they'll fund that by selling their older cards, which means that you can either buy the newer cards yourself from scratch and get the full warranty and all that, or you can buy the current, you know, the current series of cards, the 10 series of Nvidia cards and some of the AMD cards, and you'll get it at a much cheaper price point. And, you know, the money that you will save, you can put to buying more cards. So the money, don't think about the money that you would make in 3 months of mining. Think about the money, you know, the money you'll save should be much higher than that. So I believe, yes, mining is here to stay. I do think that some of you guys should start mining, but I just think that right now we're in this funny period where we're just waiting for the new cards to be announced, and the current series of cards are very, very expensive. That's if you can get them. It's quite hard to find them, and it's even harder to find them at a good price. So I don't regret buying all the mining equipment. I'm in it for the long haul. Gives me a lot of flexibility as to what I can do with the coins as well, because I can mine coins that aren't even on an exchange yet, and, you know, accumulate coins so that when you hit an exchange I can make more money. So there's things like that you can do with mining that you can't do by buying and selling. But I don't think it's the right time to mine right now. I think if you've got some money, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, your money is going to go so much further in a few months' time. The counter argument to that is that it's better to get in just now, you know, accumulate coins and all that. But I do think that looking at how much the rate has dropped over the last few months, the rate could go down, could go back up depending on what Bitcoin does over the next month or two. But I suspect if, you know, Bitcoin doesn't go too much higher over the next month or two, I suspect that the best move right now is to save your money for a few months, use some of that money to maybe invest in some coins that you like the look of, and then wait till like June, July, August when the new cards come out. You should be able to either buy the new cards at a better price, the new cards, or buy the older cards at a better price point. Let me know what you think, guys. I'd love to hear what you think about this. A lot of you may disagree with me on this, but yeah, I do think we're kind of in this limbo area, and we're in a funny situation where you really can't get a bargain for anything. Thanks for watching, guys. Please do leave your opinion below, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care.